Okay, I think we are live. So, so I will be live streaming every night, maybe like 6 days a week, to record the way I work. I mostly do vibe coding to build a real estate AI assistant. It's called Zayyan, right? So we already have an app published on the App Store and Play Store. So if you're interested, you can just download it and try to use it. But mostly it's just for Burmese market, so you won't see anything out actually the properties outside of Myanmar. Even in Myanmar, we are only working in Yangon. So that the app is actually really niched down to Yangon market, and it has a lot to do to develop. So tonight I will have to do one thing, that is building user behavior analytic. The reason why I'm building user behavior analytics is I have two reasons. One is I want to provide real estate agents to know how their buyers behave on Zayyan app. For example, what kind of properties they like, what kind of properties they viewed, what kind of properties uh, they visit, those kind of thing, and what kind of filters they use. So if agents know those type of behavior, they can help their buyers a lot more, or a lot easier. So that's the first reason. And the second reason is, since we are building AI, gathering data is just the foundation level of this whole process, right? So we are trying to get user user behavior as much as we can. We are trying to get the views, the clicks, everything. So I'm trying to track a lot of things. Let me show you the code. The code is I would say pretty basic. It's not that complex, but as we add a lot of data, and it's kind of getting what do you say, finicky. I don't know. Okay, so let me zoom out a little bit. Okay. Let me zoom in a little bit. So this is the whole schema, JSON schema, that I try to track regarding user behavior. So I would track the page and web page, what button they press, what page they come from, and I would track filters, what filters they use, how many dwell times in milliseconds. Sometimes, if they're not interested in certain set of filters, they would just bounce back, right? If they are really interested in a certain set of filters, they would just spend a lot of time there. So we need to know that, and real estate agents need to know that too. So I think it makes sense to track all of this metrics. And section is just like if user come to target page or target screens, one section start, and then if user leaves the page, then the session ends, right? The partition is very easy. I am planning to aggregate the data later for AI to analyze and generate reports and what's all of that. And then of course I'm tracking user info and the device info. So when user choose a set of filters, and if they like any properties or any listings, they would press the heart button. So once they press the heart button, the favorite listing would the ID, the document ID would appear here. Also, if they view, what listings they view, so we can know which listings they view, which listing they like, and then we can just like build an AI to to recommend properties, to send notifications. We can do a lot of those things. Okay, so this is the backend side, and I have a lot of code. I've been writing a lot of code, probably the whole year. And yeah, let me show you our app. Okay, so this right here is Zayyan app. This whole app is Zayyan. So I for the backend I'm trying to use Firebase, Firestore. I don't know how to use SQL or any other type of backend. Actually, Zayyan is the first application I I wrote, and I'm still working on it. I have never written any other application. So this is like the main project, the only one project that I've been working on, probably like a while now. Yeah. So the app evolved in a lot of way. At first, the app was just like basic, listing real estate software, but I put a lot of work into it. Now we have implemented some of the component of AI. Well, the AI is not fully on AI, but yeah, we try to implement. We are trying to lay the ground, the foundation for the AI, and we're gonna have to do a lot of work to develop AI. Okay, so let me show you how we are tracking, how we are recording these data into Firestore. So if I press on properties, then one section would be the one document for a section would be created in this Firestore database. Okay, let's go. See, you can see this session is created September 7 or 7:49 p.m. Here is 7:49:50. So these are the data we're getting, right? So if the user is scrolling, or browsing, or checking out any properties, the dwell type would be tracked. So we will know how much buyer would we will know how much a user spends their time on this page. So if they choose a filter, let's say they choose not the goal, and then 35, you probably won't understand since it's all written in Burmese. And land, of course they're gonna choose property type. So every time they choose, every click, every let's just say toggle, right? Or toggle, click, whatever, right? So everything they do is just being recorded. So we will have first we choose first I choose not the goal. So we have like 2,800 properties, and the second filter is the number of word, the name of the word. Then we choose the property type. So yeah, So the filter that the user choose would be recorded here, and the dwell time would be updated here too. So if I go back, if I go back to this page and it will update, then if I leave this page, then the dwell time is being updated, right? So if you see right here, the dwell time is 128,579, 128,579 millisecond to minutes. Okay, that's like 2 minutes, right? So I think I spent like 2 minutes try to explain this. So yeah, I've been working on this like for 2 days. At first, I was wrong. For the first day, I was wrong. I was tracking the filter first. The filter first. Then I tried to track the property list view page second, and it didn't work because it didn't really make sense. I wasn't thinking clearly anyway. So today I really set up this whole JSON schema. Then I put I wrote a lot of, not a lot, I wrote this section tracker code. Then I made sure everything is being recorded correctly to this Firestore database. Okay, so in order to okay, before we go to the next step, let me show you the reason why, uh, the way how I would display these data on the UI, right? So let's just say this is a real estate agent's view. They would see my listing, and they would have a piece of features to manage their buyers. So if they click on buyers, they will see a lot of buyers, right? So they will see all of their buyers. They can search with buyer's name. We do a lot of uh, CRM thing, CRM software features. We have put a lot of work in this. So let's just say this is U Win, and we can click on that. And if we click on U Win, we will have a page of buyer profile. In this buyer profile, you will see the button here, buyer behavior analytic. And if you click on that, and you will see what properties buyers have favorited, what properties this buyer has viewed, what did the buyer ask to AI, what kind of shortlist did they save, what filters did they use. So since we are working on the last one, the filters one, I have to save the view listings and the favorite listing in this file. So once agent needs to know what filters the buyer use, they can just click on filter. Then I'm gonna navigate to another page that display details about this filter behavior analytics kind of thing. So yeah, that's the goal, right? And I'm trying to achieve this. I hope I can finish this in this week, because I'm supposed to be out selling the software. But yeah, I'm trying to finish this. Okay, so my plan is, the first thing I need to do is I need to save what I need to save what listing the user view. Okay, so in my code, I have a code that I navigate to property detail page. Let's just say this is the property card, and I made a big mistake that I tried to add a lot of properties, or what do you call it, a lot of parameters for this class, for this widget, but I could actually just pass down with one line of code to fetch all of these data, but I didn't do that. I just did this. So this is not a good practice, I guess. So if you go to property card, and I have property card Algolia. For the backend, we also use Algolia too. Okay, so on this on tab, I'm gonna have to record what property object ID to this document. I'm gonna have to save the property ID, the property object ID to this document. So how do I do that? Let me see how I did with listing view counter. Okay, increment for claim, increment for May. I don't think I need this. When you vibe code, is it I don't know, is it normal that you produce a lot of code, and I think it's very annoying. Like some of the code, I don't even need some of the codes, like, so I have to do a lot of cleanup too. And on the other day, I saw a YouTube video. The guy said on the stage, he said that they didn't really even review the code anymore. They just let AI does all of the code. But I don't know if I'm doing the right thing or the wrong thing. So okay, so since we don't use Zayyan properties collection anymore, I think I'm gonna have to remove this too. Property object ID is not empty, then yeah, I don't need this. I don't need this anymore. Okay, I only need this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to track the view for the listing too, but that's for another. Okay, I'm gonna have to create a new file, and I will call it track view listing. I think this naming will be conflicted. with the future with the with the future's code, because I'm trying to record viewed listings in, in another different collection. For example, like um, so this right here is Zayyan app. This whole app is Zayyan. So I for the backend I'm trying to use Firebase, Firestore. I don't know how to use SQL or any other type of backend. Actually, Zayyan is the first application I I wrote, and I'm still working on it. I have never written any other application. So this is like the main project, the only one project that I've been working on, probably like a while now. Yeah. So okay, so let's just save the property object ID to this document. So the collection part is okay. The collection part is users, and since I'm saving all of the user behavior logs, user favorite properties, or user messages, what they ask to AI. I'm saving everything in each under each user document. Or the reason being is I don't want to mix with any other the data with other users' data. You get what I'm saying? So my collection part would be users, then this would be UID, then another collection would be what? User behavior logs, then we will have dog ID, then we will have uh, session ID. Session ID is this name, right? This is the other reason that I'm trying to keep user data separate in each their own account, because what if two users press the same time and the section ID would be like the same, so it's gonna update to this one. The different behavior of two user would be updated to this same section. I mean, it won't probably happen, but I think it might happen. I don't know. So I'm just trying to keep it everything under its own data, and I'll aggregate the data, the global data, or later on. I don't know. I like to keep things separate and simple, I guess. But yeah, if you have any comment, you can just leave there and suggest me. I'm open to anything. I never had a computer background, whatever it is, you know. Section ID. no claim ref. We could call that behavior ref. Um, Track listing for user behavior. That would be track session. Track listing for user behavior. Track listing for user behavior. Track listing for user behavior log. I'm trying to name. I have trouble with naming things, but I try to keep it. If you read it, then you can just understand it. I try to keep simple. So what I'm trying to track is view listing. View listing. I don't need this. I need what is called. Even. I think I'm gonna need an event. I'm gonna have to update an array union. Yes, this is what I'm looking for. Close this. Okay, so string claim listing object id claim object id. So once the user press on this, or where to go, press on this on tab, then the property object id would be saved to this. If you write code, it's easy peasy, but those easy peasy stuck up and things get complicated, I guess. So I'm gonna have to fetch a user ID, right? And I always have trouble with this. Like, I never remember, how do I get UID from Firebase? Oh, okay. So the problem is I cannot use Copilot because I have to. Okay, a lot of people use Claude or any other. Do I get UID from Firebase? Since I live in Myanmar, we don't have access to a lot of AI tools, so we're gonna have to use not this. We're gonna have to use what's available for us. And Queen, I don't know how you call that. We have this, and it's okay. Okay. So I think I'm in trouble. All right, so I think I'm gonna have to restart the VS Code. Reopen. Open Sesame. Open Sesame. 제가 live လွှင့်တာလေးငါအတန်ပါလားလို့နေငါတစ်ချက်လေးကြည့်ပြီးပါလားနင်းရဲ့ဘာလဲ YouTube မှာရတယ်နေပြန်နဲ့အပြင်အဆောင်းနဲ့လွှင့်ရတယ်စောတော့ဝါအကောင့်နဲ့ဘယ်လိုရှားမလဲစောတော့ဝါဝယ်ရှာလိုက်တယ်နင်းလည်းမတွေ့ဘူးလားဟမ်ကြားရနော် fine နော်โอเคငါရလေးသိချင်တော့ကြားလားငါအင်္ဂလိပ်လိုပဲပြောရနော်အခုကနေ live လွှင့်နေတာပတ်တကရမပြောနဲ့ပြောင်းစီပြောင်းဆက်တွေလုပ်နေတယ်ငါအင်္ဂလိပ်လိုပဲပြောတာဟမ်နောက်ကြဘာနောက်ကြနေငါ view လေးပါလေးဟိုပါလေးလုပ်ပါအောင် star လေးပါလေးပေးပါဟမ်โอเคဒါပဲအလုပ်လုပ်နေဟာနော်နေငါစိတ်မချလို့ရှိရင်စောင့်ကြည့်လို့ရတာနော်အေးရမလို့နော် screen တွေပါမြင်ရတယ်နော်ဟမ်ပြောင်းနေโอเคဒါပဲOkay, so I'm gonna have to get user ID. Get user ID. I don't think it's really safe, right? Since since anyone can see my screen and my APIs are like exposed. I don't know, man. Okay, so we got user ID. And we are gonna have to use it here. Let's just call it UID. Right? And delete this. Because we are not gonna need it. And claim object ID. Object ID. Oh. What? CLAIM. So CLAIM BGCT object ID. Claim object ID is saved to where? Save to section ID. Fill to save. Okay, if you could comment that printing in production is good. I got so lazy. Okay, I have like so many prints throughout my code, and then I got so lazy. I never like delete those prints. Then those prints get passed to production code, right? So I don't know if it's good or bad. I don't know. Okay, so we are we are about to see the miracle. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, no. Track view listing. I think I need to name track listing. Listing. Behavior logs. Save to. Save to. View. View is actually view properties. Import this. Save to view properties. And okay, so I could, yes, I could get a property object ID, but I need to get section ID too. Okay, so the page that I'm working on is explore header. I have 3 pages. Okay. Display of market claims. Yes. I need to pass this this section ID value, the value of this section ID, to my card, to this. So I don't know what card I'm using here. Oh, what? Okay, so sorry. So right now we have 2 on here, like on tab, and then I have another on tab here. I didn't notice this before. So I don't know which one actually works when I tap on properties, right? For example, like let's just see. Okay, when I tap on it, I don't know. Sorry, I don't know which function gets called. So just to be clear, let me print this. Print on tap from claim card Algolia, right? And then we need to see what. Okay, let me run it. Let me run it. This is gonna take for a while. Maybe like a minute or two, then we are good to go. Okay, for the record, I use a lot of things. I don't know if it's normal or I don't even have any idea. I use ISA, I use Algolia, I use Firebase, I use local notification. That's a lot. And since the app got too big, the code has like so many components, and it really gets complex. And it's a bit hard to maintain alone. I mean, it takes a lot of your time. I wouldn't recommend anyone to write code and to manage. I don't think that's a good idea, and I cannot manage right now. I cannot do anything. I cannot do sale. I cannot do any management. I'll just write code maybe like 16 hours a day. Like today, I would just wake up, then I run, then 8 a.m. we start working, then I would work till like 4 p.m. Then I took a little nap, maybe like 30 minutes. Then I walk in the evening, then I started writing code again. Some days I would write at least 12, 13 hours. Sometimes I would just write 16 hours a day. I would sit all the time. So the reason I'm trying to stream is because at night I would get a little discouraged. I want to rest, I guess. I want to go out. I want to have fun. But what I'm thinking is if I make myself stream, then I would have more focus, I guess. Okay, that didn't work. Let me try it again. You can see the cloud shady. I don't give a fuck. You can see the cloud code here, but I don't know how to use it actually. I'm gonna have to watch some tutorials. But we cannot create new account or anything. I cannot use it. Let me show you. Let me show you. Up and available in your region. So I am in Myanmar and I cannot use Claude. I have GPT and Queen, whatever it is. I have DeepSeek too, like DeepSeek. You know, we have cool Chinese products. Okay. Okay. Let me see the print. On tap from. Okay, this runs. This on tap runs. Then what about this? What about this? What about this? Okay, interesting. Interesting. Okay, I want to use this on hit click, because when user hit on this, then I want to update all the data here, right? All the data here. View listings. I don't know how to do this. Oh my god, I opened this again. No. Oh fuck. Okay, since I don't have VPN running, I cannot use Copilot. That's the beauty of living in Myanmar. Like, let me just ask Quen. Here in this code, I wanna use on hit CLIC click when user press on claim card Algolia. And I have to run the application again. This is really annoying, you know. Having to use VPN for everything, for Facebook, for Instagram, I don't even use Facebook anymore. Right, because I got so lazy to open up VPN that's full of ads and shit. Okay, so what it says is to use on hit click. When user press on claim card Algolia, you need to pass the callback down to claim card Algolia. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Here is my claim card Algolia code. Can you update fully? Maybe like 2 years ago, I would have to write all of this code. Like, or I would have to, think, try to solve the problem. Since we have like AI writing code for us, that's so helpful. And I got really lazy. I enjoy writing code a lot more too. But I got so lazy, like I don't want to even type anything anymore. I don't want to use on tap anymore. And the good thing about Quen is like it always gives me like full code. For GPT, for some reason, it doesn't really like give me full code. Like I have to tell it like give me full code. Only then it gives me full code. That's just annoying, like mad annoying. All I want to do is I want to recode, I want to check this, and then I want to copy the code, then I want to go back to my code and paste it. That's all I want to do. I don't want to type anything. I don't want to think, you know? Of course I want to think in like a higher level, but I don't want to I don't want to think like writing code, you know? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we have this on press, on tab, whatever it is here, right? Then I'm gonna have to, it would even give me this code too. How nice is that? All you gotta do is paste it. That's the beauty of it. Okay. So let me test this out. Print what? Print what? Print what? Go to claim detail page from claim hits list view. Boom. Oh, that's weird. That is actually weird. Okay. I need to update the view of the property. I lost the code here. I think I have it here. Yes, sir. I just need object ID, object ID of the property. Okay, I think it would be easy to fetch to get session ID. Okay, okay, we are about to see some magic. I view it. Whoa. Yes, sir. And then you see the property object ID being recorded here. Oh my god, this is. Let's go. Yes, it worked. It is working. So yeah, finally we could record a viewed listing. We know in this one section the what properties that the user viewed, right? I will be back. That's the beauty of it. Okay, so let me test this out. Print what, print what, Okay, the next thing we need to do is we need to record what properties they favorite. Here is the favorite button, right? So it's a hot button, and if you click on it, then yeah, that means you the user likes the listing, right? So it appears on the card too. So what I'm trying to do is when the user click on that favorite button, then the property object ID will go to this array, this favorite listings. So when we analyze a buyer behavior, then we will know, okay, in what section did the user favorite this property. So it should be simple. The first thing I need to do is I'm gonna have to go to claim card, or let me comment this up. Claim card or property card, and then I have like this footer, because this area is a footer, right? So in this footer we have a lot of widgets. We have price, we have property status, we have co-broke status, we have like these little icons, we have we have a lot of things. So what I need to find is I need to find the favorite Firestore favorite button. Okay, let me rename this Firestore favorite button. List position 2. What does that mean? Let me clean up the code first. Okay, so this is where I have to. This is where this is where I have to add the code to update this document. So what I'm trying to do is, hold on. Property card line. Oh. Where was the card in this list? Okay, so this code is a little complex and it has a lot of unnecessary code. So I'm gonna have to clean up the code for some reason. So this function is okay. So at first I was using two collections, right? So I was using this listing claims, and also I was using this Zayyan properties too. So my problem was I have to sync the data between two collections. So I had to write a lot of code to sync those collections, those the documents in those collections. Right now we don't use Zayyan properties anymore. We only use listing claims because I put all the listing data in this listing claims document. Okay, let me just talk to AI. Here in this code, I don't have to use Zayyan properties anymore. I only have to update or fetch the data from one collection call listing claims. AIM claims. Can you clean up this code for me? Can you clean up the code related to as well? Thank you. So I'm not gonna need this code anymore because I have planned to save. I have planned to save like here. I have planned to save all the property object ID in this favorites collection. So I'll just fetch this later. I think it's a sensible way to do it, but I'm not sure. Okay, so this is the cleanup version. Am I writing code so slow? I don't know. I feel like I'm really slow. Like I'm not. Okay, we got an error. We don't have source type anymore. Handle like. Yes. That is correct. Okay. So I need to put these code, this one, and then this one. In their own file, right? Track listing behavior log. So I want to have another. Okay, here in this code I want to have another function to save claim object ID to a field called claim object ID to a field called VORIT favorite properties as the same as view properties. So it's gonna give me another function. These are very basic. Like I do a lot of business thing every day, and it's boring, but okay, it's not boring. It's cool. I like it. I just want to get this done, and let the people use. Let the agents use. So let's check we have the right what do you call it? Oh, I thought I thought it was gonna hmm. I thought you were not gonna repeat this part of code. Thank you. See, even AI, you are gonna have to, remind them, criticize them. Like, come on, give me a clean code, man. Okay, save to. I'm gonna have to get this. And I'm gonna have trouble to get. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna have trouble to get section ID. Okay. Update. Update session. Okay, so right now I'm gonna have to get section ID. So it's easy. I'll just pass it. I'll just require string session ID. Easy peasy. And final string session ID. And you will notice, what you will notice is, see, I have to type this. If I turn on VPN, then I wouldn't have to type it, because Copilot would just suggest me the code. Then I would just press the tab on my keyboard, then it will just type it for me. Since I'm not turning on VPN, oh, that's a bummer, man. Okay, since I'm streaming, I don't want to turn on VPN because I have to pay VPN a lot. Session ID. Hmm. Okay, okay. So with this one, this is what I'm talking about, right? So I have to go through like the whole widget tree just to pass one piece of information. So when you have a lot of information like me, see this has become pain in the ass. Like you should never do this. I don't like this. I hate this. Now I'm gonna have to like no info. See, and I am gonna have to pass this again. I have to do this like man. ID. Okay, okay, I'm gonna get to it. I am gonna get to it. Okay, I'm gonna get the session ID anyway. String session ID, session ID. I was wrong. I was wrong. I should have like do the do the thing here, do the on tap thing here. Hmm. Display omega claim omega. Mm. Okay. String session ID. can I pass the value of session ID to on tap? Oh, this is safer, right? Okay, so display on market claims, it is this page, right? When you click on it, let me show you. When you click on it, of course, it's gonna create a new document of user behavior section, whatever you do it, whatever you name it. Then if you click on it, okay, view listing is not working working now. uh, why is not working? Because I haven't passed the session ID here, right? Go again. Yes, it's working. Now what I need to do is I need to okay, so if I pass this session ID to this property card, and then this goes to card footer in this session ID, okay, then in this session ID we have like Firestore, right? So basically if I press this, oh my god, why is it, no, 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 save to favorite properties. It is still null. Why is it still null? This is correct. I pass the session ID here. I go, and then I go session ID, Stay full. Yes, and then I have session ID. Session ID here. Hmm. I am gonna have to print. Why is it new? Hmm? Okay, it's working. I don't know why it didn't work. I have no idea, but it's working. Yes, sir. Okay, if you view it. Oh, okay. Now I got another error. Nope. But it's not new, you know? Why is it? It actually has value, but I don't know. Mm, what? That doesn't make sense. Okay, I think it's working. If you favorite a property, then the favorite listing is being, of course, recorded here, as you can see. And then if you view a listing, then it is being updated here. So yes, this whole day I spent my whole day doing all of this. Then if you leave the page, then it's gonna update the data too. So the first part of the code is done, right? Or we could record the favorite listings and view listings, right? So right now the second part is I have to record the favorite listing here in this collection too, and maybe view listings. Yeah, maybe like view listings. Something like this. Something like this. So I'm gonna have to configure the documents for favorites, because I want to aggregate the data later, like how many properties did the user favorite within a week or within a month, right? So what I usually do is I would just tracking. Okay, here is No, 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 no. Okay, here is the thing I do. I would record the week label, week number, week name, all this type of stuff. Then I would just record them, So I think it is easier to aggregate the data later. So let me copy this, and I'm gonna have to go back to, sorry, favorite properties, card footer, handle like. In this, I'm gonna have to paste this. Grab the now, date now, and where do I add? Where do I add this? Date, labor, number, name, labor, number. So basically, if the user press the button, right? The user press the button, then we will have this document, right? Okay, so I'll have property object ID, and that's good. Yeah, that's good. That's good enough. Okay, so I think we need to move on to another view listings. I don't really. Okay, so for view listing, I have two tags. No, I have three tags. Let me open a Notion, and whoa. I have so many files. Okay, so view listing. Record view history in view listing collection. That's me create a new document, right? And then update view count in listing document, listing claim document. Just like another read, and record view listing, view stats in listing, view stat collection. That would be like create 4 new. So basically, if when user view one document, then I'm gonna have to write like 6 documents. Okay, it is gonna cost me a lot. If one user view one property, let me ask ChatGPT. If one user view one property on Zayyan app and I record viewing history and view count, which I have calculated, and it's gonna be 6 writes. So if user view 100 documents, it's gonna be 600 writes, right? Is it way too much? Agent or full name. Okay, so basically I'm gonna have to record the view counts like this. But this is wrong, man. This is wrong. This one is wrong. This one is right. So Okay, so in order to record views, right? I'm gonna have to do, yeah, I'm gonna have to do these three things. Turn into to-do list. View listing means this one. Oh my god. This one, view listing, is the properties that the user view. So we put it there. So when the agent wants to check, if their buyer, uh, what property their buyer checked or viewed, they would just come here, then they would just click on this, then I would fetch the data from here, right? Okay, so that's one. I have to write one record to that collection, and again I have to update listing count. Okay, this one, for the second task, I think I have already done that. um mm, yeah, I think I have already done this one. So let me update view count. Okay, record view listing view stats. So listing views stat collection would be here. Listing view EWS view stats. Listing views, listing stats. See, the naming are a little confusing, but yeah, I got it. I understand it. If someone new comes in, then I'm gonna have to explain them a lot. But yeah, it's I would say it's pretty straightforward. Okay, what time is it? I think, okay, I think I'm gonna have to do all of these three tasks. First of all, I'm gonna have to view, record, view. That would be easy. track view listing dot track favorite listing dot. Actually, do I don't even know if I really need to create a new file for that. Actually, new files for that. Um, Maybe I could just create something like this. Okay, I'm gonna clean up this handle like code a little bit because I will just put I would just have like different functions inside this function, right? So right now it's just the code is just full of it. I'm gonna try to do something like this. Then yeah, maybe the code would just be a little bit cleaner. So let me ask Queen. I want to clean up the following code. Let's see what is gonna suggest. What do you suggest? Because I would just put I would just have like different functions inside this function, right? So right now it's just the code is just full of it. I'm gonna try to do something like this. Then yeah, maybe the code will just be a little bit cleaner. So let me ask Queen. Okay, so it's a little bit cleaner, but it's not really how I want it. Another thing is I don't want to like populate so many files with just I'm not even sure. Okay, for example, with this code, right? I only have like a little bit of like a little line of code. So if I have that like so many different files, is it good? Is it bad? I don't know. Is it good if I have so many different files with mm, some of the files have just like short code, maybe like four, maybe like maybe like 40 lines of code in one file. Hmm. Update favorite track favorite listing. Okay, let me just do it. uh, I'm gonna have this code in one file, right? I want to have this code in its own class. Call it track user favorite listing. User favorite properties. And then I wanna use it here like track listings for user behavior logs. Hmm. Hmm. Our user ID removing date fields. What is date fields? Why do I need? Oh, okay. Put that go here. Import the files. do I need to? Why do I need this code here? Yes, this is how I want it. This is how I want it. I can just delete this code then. I can just delete this code, right? Okay, now I'm still on this task, right? I was just a little distracted. Okay, right now I'm gonna have to save the property object ID to this new collection. Just like track user favorite properties, I want to have another class that class called the track user view properties with a function to create new document like this. User view is a view properties of view listing. Let's just make it view listing, and let the AI do the job. See, see, I don't even like to type anymore, to be honest. Track view listing, yes sir. And all you gotta do is import. Actually, I think if I have the agent working, I wouldn't even have to import any of this thing. I know I can just say something to AI, then the AI would just do the work for me, right? Okay. Now I wanna use this inside update view count, and then record property object ID to user IPHA or behavior logs. Record property object ID to behavior logs, and save property, save view properties to view listing collection. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. UID, user ID, Okay, I think I'm done with this. We are gonna have to test this one out. Users view listing, right? Let me let's go. Yes. Hmm. Do I need to add source type to list view claim on market list view AI search? I have so many sources. This one is list view, like you can actually see it's in list view. Then I have like map view, you know, the properties should appear on this too. As you can see, there are so many properties. This is map view. Then I have like AI thing, right? So when user asks, okay, show me the listing on, this main road, then AI would just search the property and give you the listing. Now we have 9 listing for this main road. Then that's gonna be AI source. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna fix this one, source type, because as you can see I have like so many source type. I have on market, map views, off market, search, and then favorite. I have my listing, buyer recommendation. I have so many source type, so I am gonna have to make sure what source type I'm getting from, right? So in this track view, I am gonna have to do something like this. Require string, okay, source. So URC source type, which basically is a source type. Okay, then it's supposed to create a lot of errors because I have so many source type. We got track view, claim card, then we'll have like source type, source type, final string, also URCs type. Now I have more errors, which is normal. I am gonna have to source type is map view. Okay. Claim recommendation. What is this? Claim recommendation session. What is this? Claim the okay, I got it. See, I don't even remember the name of this class, and I actually forgot I had a recommendation engine. So what we do is we use the machine learning AI model from Algolia. That's like ready made. We just put it in. It's easy, I guess. It took me like 2 hours actually. So I'm gonna have to write Algolia recommendation section. Yes, sir. Then shortlist map, source type, shortlist map, my listing, I guess. My listings. Claim hits. Claim card. Okay, I'm gonna have to find a stream source type require this dot source type is gonna create a lot of error too. Source type This is like Onadarai, right? Onadarai. Onadarai. Darai. Onadarai. Listings on map. Okay, what just happened? Source type. What is this? Search result screen. Claim recommendation is done. Shortlist map is done. Main is done. View. My listing map view. My listing. Oh, this one is my listing map view. Display my listing. What is this from? Display my claims. Source type got. My listing. This is like on market claims. All on market claims. All on market claims. Favorite claims. I have a lot of sauce, like sauce type. Display claims for what price? What is this? Mm, this one is more like from pie chart or column chart, right? Oh, not the right list view, right? AI. AI action item. Oh, not the right list view. No. So is this the one? Mm. This is from AI search. My listing of Macabo. My listing list view. Explore chronology. Corner law explore page. Corner law explore page. Corner or main row. Main row explore page. Near main row. Near main row. Newly built house. Explore cursor. Hot property. Hot. Via recommended listing. Buyer recommendation. Recommended listing from buyer profile. Okay, I think all the errors are gone. Oh my god, my eyes. Fuck. It's actually only like not even 3 hours. Okay, I view here. I view here. What is this? All Omega claims. Okay, good. Then I come here. I view here. Corner law explore page. That's good. Come here. Then I view here. Main row explore page. And this one, recommended listing. Recommended listing from buyer profile. Yes, sir. And oh, you know, it's really endless problem. My listing list view. Yes, that is correct. Do you have any map? Uh, no, off market, no, off market really. So the problem I'm running into is when I click on shortlist, right? Then I click on this, then it's not updating in this Firestore document. That's that's the problem I'm facing. And okay, this one works. Display claims from what price? So this is correct. This one works too. This is AI search. Okay. What's this? SID Shako Nishiko. Okay, I'm running into a little problem that the seller name is not showing up. So I'm gonna have to check out seller list. Okay, property object ID is itself. This one is my first. Hmm. Hello.
Dạ em rồi, đúng rằng là đi rồi, giờ này đúng rằng
Settle out the talagame.
ừ.
Property object ID. Okay, right now the problem is the seller name is not showing up here, right? So this is what I'm trying to get. if it's not claim and it is try to get the if it's not claim the property id. Okay, okay, let me try this. Here in this code, if is claim, if the document, if the if its main is true, I wanna keep the code as it is, but if it's false, I wanna match object id with a field called object id. Okay, then it's no what. Mm. Object id, this one object id, it's match. Pineapple is me. Require this dog is me. Right? Then we see this is the problem I'm facing. I am having to go up now. I'm having to go up to like the widget tree. Bull is me. Star is me. And then is me. Is me. Hmm? Here if the if is me value is false, I want to use object ID. If is me value is true, I want to use a different stream. Do you understand? Is it helpful if you ask the AI that do you understand? Does it make sense? You know, is it even helpful? Like, I'm hoping they will understand. Mm, okay. This one is this one should be working. So you see, I'm trying to solve this problem, right? Then I ran into another problem. Then I'm stuck at working on this problem. So the job never gets done because I am consistently like this one should be claim from May. What? Uwi Zaraga. Okay, I'm just gonna sleep, and tomorrow I'll just wake up and I'll yeah yeah I'll have to deal with a lot of other like other little problems that I need to work on. And yeah, hopefully we finish this everything by tomorrow morning. All of these three tasks, and then in the afternoon after 1 p.m. then I'm gonna work on displaying user behavior on UI. Yeah, man. All right. Thank you. That's about it. I don't know how to end the stream. How do I end the stream? Okay. Bye bye. Thank you.